Hello and welcome. This is our advanced class. Emit English is free advanced class, and I'm Jesse, the president of Emit English. And we're so glad that you are joining us either for the live stream or for the video afterwards. Now, the advanced class is very advanced. We just have a conversation, and sometimes I slow the class down and talk about expressions or pronunciation or maybe some grammar. But for the most part, we're just practicing our talking, okay? And so if you're in the chat, you've got to type. If you want to hear me interact with your ideas, with your English, see your grammar, then it's very important that you type to us. And if you watch this video afterwards, and you want to practice making a sentence with an expression that you heard, or if you want to ask about a phrase or something and you want a personal answer instead of looking it up on Google, then feel free to write in the comments. And I usually reply to the comments right now because there aren't a lot of them. So
Mm-hmm.
jump in and join our advanced learning. Thank you so much. Now with us tonight is Achilles, and if you've been listening to other videos, you've heard him talk many times with me. And he's from India and studying at University of Florida. And we're so glad to have you, Achilles.
Yep. Thank you very much. I'm really happy to come over, join you guys, and learn a lot of things from you as well. So that really helps me in a way. Yeah.
Good, awesome. All right. Well, you were telling me a little bit about your Thanksgiving dinner plans. So you had some friends over. Um, that's good that you were able to do that. And you had American food and Indian food. So um, who were your friends? Were they, some of them were Americans or were they all Indian?
Yeah. So one of the guys, like one of my roommates, is from Poland. So we had
Poland.
yeah. So we have so one was European, then I was from India. So me, then there was another girl who was from Singapore. So she was there, and her boyfriend who was an American. So yeah, we were four people for the feast.
Wow, okay. And what language did you speak when someone from Poland, India, Singapore, and America were all together?
Of course, you know the answer. It's English. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right, that's right.
yeah,
And
yeah.
what a blessing it is to know multiple languages.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
blessing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
really
so
great.
the girl from the Singapore, she knew Mandarin. Then I
Oh,
think yeah. Then also she knew another language, and then
I'm
of
sure
course,
that
like
Singapore has its own language.
yeah. But she knew Mandarin because I guess her grandma was China, so
Mm,
she knew that. Yeah,
very
so
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's neat that they kept it from a grandma
Hmm.
to a granddaughter, because that can be
Yeah,
hard to keep a
that,
language. You
that can
really
be
have
hard
to
to keep.
work.
Yeah, yeah, that can be hard to keep. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very good. I know a lot of people in Singapore speak English. Like
Yeah.
India, there's a high population there that speaks English. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now Poland, I don't know. I think that Poland is pretty mixed. All the European nations are pretty educated,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah,
so they have a chance to learn English if they want, but that doesn't mean that they all do. So,
exactly. Yeah.
are what are their majors? What your friends? What are they studying?
So one of them is a physicist.
Hmm.
Then yeah, so is a doctorate student. I mean, I would say postdoc now. He's completed his PhD.
Oh
Then
wow, cool.
other one was a graduate student from chemistry department, and then the girl from the Singapore, she was a biologist.
Very good. Oh wow,
Yeah,
lots of scientists, lots
yeah,
of
yeah. There
very
was a
intelligent
bunch
people.
of bunch of scientists and engineers hanging out together
So
on
the
Thanksgiving
biologist
night.
is telling
Yeah,
everyone about how the turkey lives and functions, and the physicist is
yeah,
talking about how.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
okay. Did they bring some of their
Another,
food, or was it just American and Indian food?
what do you say?
Did they bring some of their food?
Yeah, yeah,
or was
sure,
it?
sure. So yeah,
Okay.
so we had so her boyfriend he brought a turkey.
Hmm.
Then the girl, she had some kajun potatoes, then a cake, and then we had of course, like, I had made some Indian food, so we had this biryani, and then vegetable curry, then stew, lentil stew. So
Okay.
yeah, so there
Very
was a very,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. That is so much fun.
Hmm.
Multicultural is really, really fun. Very fun.
It was
Okay.
fun, yeah. But but being from science background, the conversations were bound to go towards, yeah, were bound to go towards science and stuff. So yeah, it was all.
Very good. But all different disciplines, and they
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
overlap. The ones you listed really don't overlap much.
Mm-hmm,
Biology,
mm-hmm,
physicist, of
mm-hmm.
course, you're an engineer, and what was the fourth?
Chemist. Sorry,
A
not chemist.
chemist.
Chemistry. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, you guys
yeah.
could start could start your own little kingdom.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe
Oh,
I can make roads for them. Then a physicist can launch rockets, and then
mhm.
maybe biologist can have her own setup, and chemist help us in
Maybe
making
they could
drugs.
help
And all.
with getting
Yeah,
some food or yeah,
getting some food.
something.
Maybe, yeah, probably getting some food. Then yeah, even electricity. Yeah.
Oh no, so much fun. Very good. Okay. Well, did people dress up or did they just come casual? What, how
I
did
mean,
people dress?
it was casual because it was indoors, so we didn't like wear fancy clothes. It was just a casual thing.
Okay.
Even I was in my sweatpants and sweatshirts because it was very cold here that day. The weather was like around just 2 degrees Celsius.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, what is oh, that's so that's like
Uh,
36 degrees
yeah,
Fahrenheit or
Fahrenheit.
something.
Yeah, yeah, that's cold. Yeah,
Wow, yeah, and especially for Florida.
yeah, especially
Uh,
for so now if you see the Florida weather is like around so yesterday it was -1 last night, and it's
oh
now currently,
goodness.
yeah,
That's so rare in Florida for it to
yeah, that's
freeze.
rare, that's
It
rare in Florida.
yeah, it does sometimes freeze in in the spring because sometimes it messes up the orchards. Sometimes there will be a frost and
Yeah, yeah,
hurt
yeah.
the
So
orange
today,
crops or something.
yeah, so today it is maybe 11 degrees night at night.
Right.
So yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm familiar. I mean, I'm accustomed to this type of weather because the place that I come from, usually the average temperature in winter in our place is around 7 degrees Celsius, 8 degrees Celsius, which is almost like 40-degree Fahrenheit, 30 to
Wow.
40. Yeah.
Let's see. We've never done this. I'm kind of curious
Hmm.
about India. Let's see. Maybe I
Yeah,
should
it's
just.
it's very very I mean, if you wanna just look at the how the weather sort of changes its course from northern part to the southern parts. If you see, north is very very cold. Then when you come to the center of India, it gets a little hot. But again, if you move to the west, the Midwest, and then it gets little cold, but not that cold in
Mhm.
spring and summer, but cold in winter. But cold enough in winter that you have to wear sweaters when you're going out. So that's
Right.
that's cold enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just in the north or where?
So that's basically the north, then center, then west. So if you go to east, the temperature is sort of humid out there, and then
Oh,
yeah, even to the far west, it's humid because it's the coastal area,
yeah.
the Goa beach, and the Arabian Seas, and if you go far down to the south, it's very hot, humid, and Yeah, it's very hot and humid. It's never as cold in south.
Okay. So
Yeah,
everybody knows about Mumbai.
yeah,
That's
everybody knows
probably,
about it.
I would say Mumbai and New Delhi are the two most famous
Yep,
Indian cities.
it
Um,
is. Yeah,
and New Delhi is surprisingly far north. I
yeah, it's surprisingly
always,
far.
I'm
Yeah,
always very surprised how far north New Delhi is. And then, so Mumbai is a coastal city like we would expect.
yeah.
Um, Now, what city are you from?
I'm from Aurangabad, so it's basically 200 miles east of Mumbai, southeast. So you can type,
Oh, southeast.
yeah,
Okay, let's see. I'm going down here. So
maybe
you're towards Hyderabad, but not that far.
yeah, if you zoom a little bit and then yeah, it's just above our head. So the thing is, like, the place that I was born in is it shares a border with Hyderabad, and then the place that I live in currently, it doesn't share. Yeah, so if you see Pune, so it's sort of little towards right and towards then left, the south and east.
Pune.
If you can,
Okay.
yeah, if you can zoom,
Maybe this is Pune.
yeah, so that's Pune. Yeah,
You'll
the
have a
Pune
little
is
bit of a
nearby.
delay.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll have a little bit of a delay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So maybe a little down and little right. You'll get, yeah. Maybe you might have to zoom because that's it's basically that city is not that important.
Okay, hold on,
That's
let me
why,
see
yeah.
what I'm at. So
Uh,
is this Pune? Is this the one you were talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. So that's
Okay.
Pune exactly. That's the
And
one
then
I'm talking
down and
about.
to the right is what you're saying.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Now we got some more detail coming in.
Uh-huh. So now you might see Nashik. Uh, okay, yeah, okay. You'll have to, like, just go a little bit up because it's like so when I meant southeast, then it's sort of little down, but it's northeast actually. So I misjudged it.
Oh,
Yeah,
northeast. Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah.
Going
Just go.
up
So from Mumbai. So yeah, you go towards Mumbai now. Go towards Mumbai.
towards
Go towards
Mumbai.
Mumbai. Yeah. Go towards
Okay,
Mumbai. Go
let
to
me
the
find
Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Yeah.
Isn't
Take
Mumbai
Mumbai.
over here?
Mumbai should be west. Mumbai should be
Oh,
west.
northwest. Northwest. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
perfect. Northwest.
Yeah, Mumbai should be northwest,
And
and then when you see Mumbai, then once you go to the Mumbai, yeah, so then sort of like go towards right a little bit, and then towards top a little bit. So it's north and west. Yes, north and east. It's gonna be towards north and east from Mumbai.
from Mumbai.
Northeast, north. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
North and east from Mumbai, somewhere. Okay, maybe it's lagging here in my. Oh yeah, there
Oh,
you go. So zoom in a little bit, zoom in a little bit. Yeah, and to the top, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, and scroll right. Ah, uh,
okay. Ambernath,
no, no,
Badlapur.
okay, okay. You're still in the suburbs of Mumbai. So you have to zoom out, then scroll up, and then scroll right. You'll get the western part of the central part of Maharashtra. Then yeah, it's just lagging in my frame, but yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Now
it's
you
lagging. Okay, hold on. Let me see if my connection is fine.
Okay, here's what you can do. So I'll tell you the spelling of my city. Then you can type
Yeah,
that, and then it'll just directly point it towards that. Then you can locate it from
sure.
Mumbai. Yeah. So the spelling goes like this. So AUR
Mm-hmm.
ANG.
Aurangabad.
Yep, yep. There we go. There you go. Aurangabad, Maharashtra. Yeah,
No,
the
I
very
think
first
there's
one.
two. Oh, it said Maharashtra. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
see.
No, not in Bihar. Yeah, Bihar one is different one. Yeah.
Very good. Let's zoom out and see where we're at.
Mm,
Okay, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I see. So it's kind of a
that's
triangle from Pune and Mumbai. Okay.
Yeah, so
So
if
then we
you
can.
zoom out and see, so if you look at Mumbai, and yeah, so it's sort of north and east. Yeah,
Okay,
from
so
Mumbai.
here we are at Aurangabad. And then are you in that main city or are you outside of that main city?
No, no, no. I'm right at the center of the city. It says I
Oh,
live in the main city. Yeah, I live in the main city.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's
there's a
surrounded by the
historical place.
Godavari River. Yeah,
Oh, which river surrounds it?
so that's a Godavari River. It sort of goes and meets to the. So it starts from the south and no, not starts. It starts from the center, the west, center west, and then
Hmm.
goes and meets towards south. For to Arabian Sea, I guess. Yeah, Arabian Sea. Yeah, yeah. So that's my city.
Wow, cool. I see this
So yeah, fun
historical
fact
place.
about fun fact about my city. Yeah, so it has a application of the Taj Mahal. So you can see there in the
Oh,
top left of your screen.
you,
So that's yeah,
you
that's a
have the
yeah.
Taj Mahal. I'm looking, but I don't see it yet.
So that's currently it's showing you the Panchakki, which is basically kind of an historical place where they used to have a will, a stone, a will made up of stone, rotating and sort of producing electricity uh, day and night. So that was an interesting thing, yeah. But they
Okay.
had to, yeah. So that's and then and oh yeah, also I forgot to mention. So it's very famous for the Buddhist caves. So there are two famous caves, Ajanta caves and
Oh,
Ellora. Yeah. So it's sort of the second century old Buddhist caves. Uh, and it's sort of just carved from a single huge stone. So it was just a huge mountain. And in
wow.
second century, yeah, in second century, we don't. I mean, archaeologists are like still studying that. How did those things happen and what? So they just carved everything out of the stones, and then they created the pictures inside those caves, and it's pretty famous. People all over the country,
Wow.
all over the world, I would say, all over the world, they come to
I
see
got to
those.
see some Buddhist caves in Thailand. So your
Yeah.
section of India is mainly Buddhist and not Hindu? Is that
No,
accurate
no, no, no.
or?
That's not accurate. So it's just that so it was the Buddhism was practiced in India but back in second century, right from the first century maybe to till the end of the uh I'm not sure how the timeline goes, but yeah, Buddhism was practiced in that era, and that's why people like carved the caves at that time. So currently, yeah, I mean, you would see 10% of the population as Buddhist people, and people from China as well as people from Singapore, Japan. They visit my city basically for those caves, and
Okay.
even people from Europe basically who are interested in archaeology and anthropology.
Yes, absolutely. I
Yeah,
understand.
and then again, as I told you, the replica of Taj Mahal.
Oh wait, it's a
So
replica of the Taj Mahal?
yeah, exactly. The replica of Taj Mahal, not
It's not the
the
real
original.
Taj Mahal.
No, not the real Taj Mahal. The real Taj Mahal is
Oh,
in Delhi. Yeah, is in Agra. It's a few kilometers away from
yeah.
Delhi.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they have a replica. Is it a full-size replica or?
yeah. That's the complete full-size replica of Taj Mahal. Yeah,
I did not know there was such a thing. That's
yeah.
really cool.
That's my city is famous for that replica. So people, what usually they do is they go and see the Taj Mahal, and then if they have the time and resources, they come down to the west, the center west, and they come to this place and then see that replica.
Okay. So
Basically, there was a the
how many
Mughal.
replicas are there? Because there's also one over here. Let's see, replica of Taj Mahal in outer. Oh, I forgot how to spell it. Agar.
No. So that's the original Taj Mahal. Like it's Agra.
Okay, let's see.
There should be only two. If there is another one, then that must be like made recently because that's this replica is constructed in 17th century.
Okay, this replica that I found is south of Mumbai, very far south, so that's definitely not the same.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's what
you're
I mean.
saying that
Okay,
there's
so
one.
search. Maybe I'll tell you what to search on Google. You should get that one. Mm, yeah. So just search replica of Taj Mahal, and Google search box should give you an two words in Aurangabad. So just click on that. Then it should be in the second search of yours, the second option for this after this.
Replica of Taj Mahal in Aurangabad?
Yeah. So Google should give you the replica of Taj Mahal, and then Google should give you
Oh,
predictions in Aurangabad, the third one, the fourth one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, click on that. So that's the 17th century built replica by, it's called as Bibi Ka Maqbara. So basically, Bibi means your wife in Urdu, in language Urdu, and Bibi Ka Maqbara. Maqbara is basically a sort of uh, cemetery, maybe, yeah, where they that's so this is built around that cemetery. Yeah,
yeah. Wow, I didn't know that there were full-size replicas.
yeah,
My dad
that's
has
the full
been to
size.
the Taj Mahal, but I doubt he has been
Yeah.
to the
I
replica.
mean, it's not as famous as the original Taj Mahal, but the thing is that
Sure.
so let me put it this way. So this the thing was that the Taj Mahal was very famous and was built by the great ruler of that time, maybe the Mughal ruler of that time, Babur, and not Babur, Shah Jahan, and then there was another ruler who
Hmm.
ruled who ruled the center and southern part of India. He was a Mughal ruler called Aurangzeb. So he built this thing in the memory of his wife, and
In
he
memory of
did the
his
same.
wife.
Yeah, he did the same thing. Yeah, he did the same thing. So
Wow.
he sort of replicated the that thing with the Taj Mahal with this thing, and it was built in
Don't tell
17.
my wife. Don't tell my wife. I I I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think I
yeah.
can I don't think I can keep up with this guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the Mughal rulers at that time, they were like they're very crazy. I mean, they were
They were very wealthy. Yeah.
very wealthy. Yeah, that's important. Yeah,
Okay, this is the inside. Interesting.
yeah. So it's exactly like how would you? So they sort of compare the both things, and even like in 17th century, in the beginning of 17th century, they didn't have that much of technology at that time, but they somehow managed to pull some strings and build a replica.
Wow. Very
Yeah.
cool.
And I guess yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's really neat. Wow, I need to learn more about India's history.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
very old country.
Yeah.
Oh, look, this one shows a little bit of the city behind it. Okay, so you
Yeah.
have some mountains, it looks like, outside of the
Yeah,
city.
yeah. So my
Is
my
the
city
city in
has
a valley or?
uh, maybe not valley, I would say. So it's sort of so those mountains are in the outskirts, and
Mhm.
the city is basically the terrain is plain terrain. I would say it's not that rolling and mountainous. It's just the
Okay.
plain terrain. Yes, it's so those mountains they are in outskirts. So basically, this thing, the replica itself is built in the outskirts of the city.
Okay, the outskirts of the
Yeah,
city. Yeah, that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense because it's a big construction.
It's
So
a
it
very
would
big
be
construction.
difficult to build it in the city.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Wow.
if you wanna look at the Buddhist caves, then you can just sort of type Ajanta caves, and then it should show up. Maybe you'll get images of the pictures inside the caves also. They're very beautiful. I mean, so they used to use, I guess, at that time in second century, they only had oil maybe as a form of paint.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So these are those caves, and
So
there is a
oil was
Buddhist
a form
statue.
of paint. So you can see some of the colors have stayed, but other colors are gone now.
Yeah, colors are gone. Yeah, so maybe they're not showing you the pictures. I mean, because you're not allowed to take photo shots in inside. photos inside. I mean, you
Oh,
people, tourists were allowed to do that before maybe 2007 or 6, but I don't know what something happened, and uh, because of the privacy issues, they stopped it from they stopped
okay.
uh, people from doing that. Yeah. So these
Interesting.
are, yeah.
So these are more from the outside, these pictures.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just imagine. So this whole thing is just carved from a single huge stone. So that's the single
Wow.
yeah, you can literally see that's the stone hanging. There is an overhang, and then yeah, you can see that that's the overhang. It's just a mountain, and then people carve that thing. So that's literally
Into the
making
rock.
up, yeah, those huge rocks, and then that's just the sculptures showing their skills.
Yeah. What an immense work that people made.
Yeah, that's what that's work. I mean, I can just imagine. I mean, what amount of effort and time they had to put in
Yeah.
this thing. Yeah,
It is hard to imagine when they might have eaten
yeah, exactly,
with that
exactly.
much work. But maybe it
Yeah,
took generations.
yeah. So
Maybe,
that's the very famous. Yeah, that's the. Oh yeah, they are still on the internet. I thought that they took it out. Yeah, so these are basically the caves and the paintings. I guess they removed it from the internet because there are paintings as well. Yeah.
okay.
So
I see maybe here there's like some paintings on pillars.
yeah, maybe those paintings. Yeah, maybe. But yeah. So, but they should be taken. So those that thing is yeah. There you go. So those paintings and you so there you can see the similar paintings inside the cave. So
Yeah.
there are like different sections. But yeah, you can see if you scroll down, maybe someone might have put that online and then because it was banned right after I guess 2008 or 9, but I mean it always has a influx of
Sure.
tourists. Yeah. So
Right. And or maybe they didn't ban the old pictures. Maybe they just banned
yeah,
more
maybe they didn't.
pictures.
Yeah, yeah,
That could be.
yeah. So these are the
Maybe.
statues of Buddha, and
Hmm.
yeah, so that's the tomb inside.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
so
a
it's basically
tomb. Who is in the tomb?
uh I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, it's just yeah, because it's like the second century, right? So people,
Hmm.
yeah. So and even I think the archaeologists are not allowed to dig the stuff inside. They are not allowed to take
Oh,
it. Yeah,
so
yeah.
they can't make the discovery.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's yeah, it's similar to the pyramid.
This is, yeah, it's a very big network of caves.
Yeah,
I'll
yes,
have to
yeah.
show
Even
you.
yeah. So that's Ajanta, and then the sister caves are Ellora caves, which is like a few miles away from this place.
Okay, okay. And it's not as big. The other caves are
No, no. So that's
a lesser
as
area.
big as yeah, as big as Ajanta cave. Basically,
Oh wow,
the
look at
same.
this painting.
Oh yeah, it will show up a
Wow.
little. Yeah, a little later, but yeah.
Yeah, you'll see it in a second.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Oh
a
yeah,
door,
yeah, yeah. There,
and this
yeah,
is all
exactly.
with oil paint, and it's
Yeah,
still there. It's
still there,
still
exactly.
there.
Because yeah, if yeah, just imagine like drawing this painting in the second century, and that painting will be appreciated maybe in
And oil
2006.
on rock. For the oil
Yeah,
to
oil.
stay there on the rock is incredible.
Exactly,
It has to
exactly.
be because there's no light in the
Yeah,
cave.
yeah, yeah. So
And
that's
the temperature must be a good temperature for it to not
oh,
run
I
or
I kid you not. So that if you go inside, so in summer, the temperature in my city is around 40 degrees Celsius and 45 degrees Celsius. So in summer, so it's super hot. It's the like scorching heat outside, scorching dry weather. And when you go inside the caves, it's super cool. It feels like you're going in an air conditioned environment. So
okay, yeah.
it's
Yeah,
super
I used to
amazing.
live in a town in the United States and they built their town on top of caves, a long time ago before there was air conditioning and stuff, so that they could store their food in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
caves and it wouldn't spoil. So that was the first time when I heard that. it was the first time I thought about, yeah, using a cave to like a refrigerator.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Oh, this is
whenever you,
beautiful.
yeah, wherever you will go inside a cave, you will find that the temperature is super comfortable, and it's not as cold as it's not the chilling cold, that uncomfortable cold that you might feel in the northeastern part of US, or maybe the northern North Pole, but
Right.
it's very pleasant. It's pleasant. It's the exact temperature that you would expect.
That you want. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting. I would love to visit here.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm. So Thanksgiving, some of my ancestors were actually in what is called the first Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so some of my grandma on my dad's side of the family, um, her family was on the Mayflower, and they're the group of people who had the famous dinner with the Native Americans, um,
Oh, okay.
who of course they called Indians. They thought they were in India,
Oh,
and so that was, sometimes people say like now there's like, because Indian came to be a negative term in America because of the wars with the Native Americans, and they called them Indians, so then it was a negative term. So some people today say, oh, we shouldn't use that term, but at the
yeah,
time it was because they really thought they were in India, and
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
and they were not enemies at that time either. So that came later, and the Puritans, the people who participated in that first Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
um, were never enemies of the Indians. The Puritans were
Yeah,
not
yeah,
enemies. So, but of course, other people came, and that was before there was even America. So there was no country to go to war with the
yep,
Indians or
exactly.
anything.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people here confuse between native Indians and Indians. So Indians is like they're from
oh,
sub, yeah, yeah. So the Indians are from subcontinent, like the Asian subcontinent, and then
yeah,
Native Indians are the ones who were born here in United States.
right. But now
Yeah,
we
so,
call them Native Americans to try to
yeah,
be
exactly.
less confusing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. I don't
now
know.
we
I mean,
know that it was a mistake.
yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, why did they refer to them as native Indians? Why? Maybe like they could have traced their origins back to Asia or maybe India. I don't know. I mean, I'm not like an anthropologist,
No, it
but
was just
yeah,
because the explorers were trying to find India. So people knew about India and they knew that it was a wealthy society that sold lots of clothing that people liked. Like this lady's
yeah,
wearing this traditional clothing, and that they had India had a lot of things that merchants wanted to sell in Europe. And so
yep,
they were
yep,
trying to find a different way to get to India instead of going around Africa. Because going
yeah,
around Africa in a sail ship is a long trip. Um,
yeah,
of course, it turned out it was actually farther and more
yeah,
difficult to go towards America. But nobody knew America was there. It was not mapped. So,
yeah,
so when they found land, they thought, oh, we found the Indians.
yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah,
It is kind
okay.
of
Yeah,
funny how
that makes sense. Yeah,
the
yeah.
world was
Maybe
so big then.
Yeah, maybe I guess what Columbus did was he actually took a detour from so he went straight towards east, then visited Japan and then India, and then from India, from the Atlantic Oceans, then came to the south of the US, and then he discovered America.
Oh, well, I can show you on a map. Columbus just went to the West Indies, which are still
Oh,
called the West Indies, and that is because of thinking it was India. Yeah.
oh, yeah. I mean, basically, his motive was to discover India first, and then he sort of like discovered a
Right.
lot of things, a lot of things in between. Yeah.
So we can see like So Columbus said he was from Italy. There's a lot
Yeah,
of evidence now that maybe he was from Portugal, but
yeah,
Portugal
yeah, yeah,
was at war with Spain, and they were not happy with each other. So he talked to Queen Isabella, who's one of the most powerful queens in
yeah.
Spanish history. She was the queen of the north of Spain, and she married the king of the south of Spain. She was more
Okay,
powerful than him. But
okay.
anyway, um, so he convinced them to fund his trip, and they sailed west, and he did not find the continent the first time. Let's see if I can find the West Indies. Um, maybe I can find them. Here, let me just search West Indies. Oh, well, that was not helpful. It zoomed me out so far I could not see it. I'm looking
Yeah.
for the West Indies. Maybe if I just zoom in.
So West Indies,
It might be a group of islands. Maybe that is why
yeah,
they are not showing it.
this
I
Caribbean
bet.
Sea. If you see the Caribbean islands, then you must
13
get it.
independent islands. Okay, the Greater Antilles, the Lesser Antilles. Maybe we can find those.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. So basically, West Indies has a lot of Indian people as well because in the colonization, like Britishers love to ship Indians from India to West Indies because basically the
really?
very first yeah, but the very first reason was Indians could speak English at that time, and that was the only sort of a medium of communication between colonies, and they were the Indians who could speak English. They were the medium of the colonies and the commoners. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's why that was one of the reasons that a lot of people who were bureaucrats at that time in the East India Company, who were
Hmm.
from India, they joined later in the colony as well as rulers, supporting the British as well. So they got sent there, and a part of those were slaves as well. So that's also
Okay.
a thing.
So there was a lot of slavery
Yeah,
from India
yeah,
as well as from Africa. Wow, that's so sad.
yeah.
I
So then the sort of like so the a few slaves from India, colonies from India, which contained uh, like people from the colony itself, the rulers, the Britishers, even Indian people who were sort of a medium between the colony commoners and the rulers. So they and a bunch of other people. So they were shipped toward
mm,
West Indies, and we can trace back like they have origins from India. There are a lot of peoples who have origin. So if you search West Indies, then you will get that a bunch of their current administrative officers and even the people in the government and very famous people. They have Indian names because they
okay.
say that because they say that either the one of their parents were from India.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very interesting. Yeah. So it was
yeah,
the
that's interesting.
Bahamas is where Columbus first landed. The Bahamas.
Oh,
Right
okay,
here.
okay.
So you can
Okay,
see
okay,
that's
okay.
south of Miami.
Yeah, 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 I can see that. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
Key West there. Yeah, the southmost point of the US, and then you will get the Bahamas. And where is Panama? Yeah, Panama is
Oh, yeah. Panama is so right here is Cuba.
yeah, that's
Um,
Cuba. Yeah.
and
So
then
that's
if
all of
you zoom out, then you can see that straight down from here,
there we go.
Florida
Panama.
basically points at Panama City. Um,
Oh yeah.
so here's where I live in San Jose, Costa Rica.
Yep,
Um,
there.
and then Panama City is another city that my family is considering living in.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
Panama is great because yeah, I have one of my colleagues from Panama.
oh, okay, is from Panama. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so my wife, she grew up a lot over here in Venezuela near San
Oh,
Cristobal. She actually grew up. See if I can find it. There's a little town called
oh,
Rubio. Here, Rubio. This is where she grew up.
Oh,
It's very
oh,
close to the Colombian border, and there used to be a lot of criminals in Colombia.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Colombia
And
is like
so,
very
but now Colombia is safer than Venezuela, so it's sad. Um, Medellin, this is another city that we have thought about living in. Um,
okay.
so
So,
really, like,
so
we like these
yeah,
three cities. We haven't
yeah.
visited Medellin yet, but my wife, because she grew up close to Colombia when it was very dangerous, she does
Mhm.
not know if she wants to live there.
Yeah. So were your wife's parents in foreign services back in the time?
Her parents were missionaries, so they
Oh,
lived there and had a school
okay, okay.
there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because yeah, I
So
mean, if you're
yeah, it's a lot like children of missionaries grow up a lot like children from business families or children from military families because they yeah, they travel and live in other parts of the world.
yeah, they travel a lot. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, and
yeah,
then yeah, why I asked that because if you're in foreign services or maybe in military or uh maybe let us say you work in foreign ambassador's officer. So in
right.
that case, because I have one of like a lot of my friends whose parents are in foreign services, so they were born in India, but
Yeah,
then they grew up in another country because their parents were posted in the let us say Indian embassy of US maybe or in the Indian embassy of Spain. So one of my friends is like he was born in India. He was like I think we shared the same school till fifth standard. Then his father got transferred to Spain for
yeah.
yeah. So he grew up
Wow,
there.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's really cool. Yeah,
yeah.
so they always have they're multicultural
Yeah,
when they
exactly.
grow up that way. So,
And it's yeah, it's very helpful because it's like you sort of like sort of or you already sort of know a bunch of languages, and then when you move to a new country, then you pick up on that language and a few of their languages. So
yeah,
it's you become a multilingual person. So that's
exactly. Yeah, and my wife
yeah,
is bilingual.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you can see here's Spain. And so
Yeah,
Columbus
yeah.
sailed from the south in Spain, and he
Okay,
sailed
so
here, and this little
from
island right
there,
above Cuba, he came to
okay.
here and made landfall. So you can see
Oh,
he wanted to go going around Africa, and I think this is called, well, it's the Horn of Africa. What is it called? Cape something. And he went around
he,
here. Columbus did not, but this is where the traders would go. So
okay,
there was the across land merchants, but that took a
okay.
really long time and was very dangerous going through all the deserts
Yeah,
and uh, and so that was to get to India and of course across huge rivers. So then
yeah,
the
yeah,
ships would go around, and this is where the British went. You know, they came from up here and went
yep,
around. And the
yep.
Spanish were like, well, we're going to have a better route to India. So they paid Columbus, and he found America.
So he
And of
found a
course,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
all
So
of
basically,
these countries, except for
yeah,
Brazil, speak
yeah,
Spanish now because of Columbus, really. Um,
yeah,
and then, of course, now you can go through the Panama Canal, but really to get to India was much, much, much farther the way that
yeah.
they were trying to do it.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, much
I
farther.
wonder, I wonder how like Britain could access the land path because they came to India from not from the seas but from through the land. So I don't know. I mean, they might have like
Oh, Britain?
come.
No,
Yeah.
Britain only came from ships. They
Oh,
Yeah, they came in ships. Um,
yeah, 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 yeah,
they did
yeah.
not come
So
across the
they
land. They're
landed.
an island.
Yeah, yeah. So they landed. So they came from the ships and they landed in. in the docks of Bombay. So that's why they used to call it as Bombay.
Oh,
So it was sort of a bay. Yeah, if you yeah, so yeah, that's
yeah.
your
Where is
UK.
Bombay?
Yeah,
Because
it's
that's
right
the
there.
other
Yeah,
city.
it's right there.
You
Yeah,
see it.
yeah,
I
Mumbai,
don't see
Mumbai,
Bombay. Oh
Mumbai.
wait,
Mumbai
is
is basically Bombay. Yeah, Mumbai is Bombay. So it's
oh
yeah, yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah,
So they changed the name. Now, was the name originally Mumbai, and then the
yeah.
the the British just could not say it? Is that what it was?
Exactly. So the name originally was Mumbai, but then they couldn't say it, so it was sort of a bay. So they say they started calling it as Bombay, and it was a misnomer. So then
Ah,
and still, like to this date, there are many institutions, many organizations, and many colleges which are named after like that word Bombay. Yeah,
Bombay. That's
Bombay.
so sad. But this is what happens, and the world is so ignorant, and
Yeah, and
it
even
happens.
yeah, even I have a habit of calling it Bombay, not Mumbai. Whenever yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That's so funny how that happens. Okay, so Florida. I was born
Oh,
over
you were born in
here.
Florida. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
was
was it
born in
like
Florida,
southern Florida or like the
right
West Palm?
here. I was in
Okay.
West Palm,
Oh, okay, okay.
West Palm Beach, right here.
Nice.
And my
Okay.
dad used to work in in this city, Jupiter.
Oh,
And
oh wait. I might have just visited that city recently.
right.
Is the Cape Canaveral close like nearby from that city? Yeah,
Oh,
maybe I
where is
visited
it? Maybe we can find it. I don't
Cape
remember.
Canaveral because there was a rocket launch recently, Delta Heavy 4, and then my friend was like he wanted to see that, so we were like, okay, yeah, let's go then. So we went there in the Cape Canaveral, the Kennedy Space Center.
Let's see where this
Yeah,
is.
maybe right there, I guess. So it's a sort of a
Okay, so even Cape Canaveral is much farther north from. So Cape Canaveral is near Orlando,
oh yeah. So
and
Orlando, yeah.
down here is Miami, and West Palm is right here.
Oh, okay,
So
perfect. So
yeah,
it's nearby from your yeah.
yeah. And then
Okay, then that's where your father worked. Yeah.
yeah, he worked
Okay.
he worked down in Jupiter for Motorola back in the day. Used to make
Oh,
radios. Used to fix
uh,
radios and such.
wait. What
Yeah.
was the guy's name who built the very first cell phone? Mm,
Oh, I don't know the first cell phone.
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I know that guy's
Who
name. Yeah.
built the first cell phone? That's a great question. Um, I,
I
I
know his
remember
name.
them. I remember these big cell phones.
Yeah, I know his
Uh,
name. Oh yeah, Martin Cooper. Yeah. I know him.
Martin
Yeah.
Cooper. Okay, okay,
Yeah, so
that's
he
it.
was yeah. So he used to work for a company, but then he started his own thing, and then he was like he really wanted to. He was fascinated by like the communications. As how can we communicate from farther space? So his story is really nice. Yeah, because I know him because last year I remember I had a presentation in one of my
Yeah,
traffic safety classes where we were talking about the safety and how can we sort of go towards or like all the autonomous vehicles without any people having to drive the cars
yeah,
because weirdly enough when we consider it when we see the data, then we see that 95% of the cases when accident happens, the fault is of the car drivers or
yeah,
drivers.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah. So that's why researchers were interested in like knowing this thing where we just remove the human element from the driving thing, and what would
yeah,
happen then. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I think
yeah. So
eventually it will be more safe,
yeah.
but I suspect it will be a lot more dangerous at first.
Exactly. I mean,
But
especially, I'll tell you what is especially the transition. The in transition
right,
when I say the transition, then I mean that the transition from all people to know people. That transition is very difficult because
Yes.
I know there are a lot of people who are really cynical about this thing. They are like, oh, it's really it's not gonna really come into the reality. They're really cynical about this thing. So
And they
that,
also, there's a lot of people who like driving. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
so that desire to actually drive is
exactly. Yeah,
a real thing. And it's uh, so I'm always surprised how few accidents there are. I think it's pretty amazing how few people die
yeah,
driving
but
cars.
whenever you do research over the data, you realize that in 90% of the cases, it was people's fault. It was the driver's
Yes.
fault when human error. So, I mean, even if you ask my opinion, I feel that I would really love to have a semi-automated condition where you are also given a control over the vehicle that you're driving, because
Yeah.
in that case you wouldn't just allow the vehicle to drive by itself, and like god forbid if something happens, then it's
Yeah.
just a crash and you cannot do anything. Yeah, so that
I think there've been so most of the automated cars now are a combo, but they still have big problems. And I think
yeah,
maybe it was I hate to say on a live stream like a company name because I don't remember, but one of the big car companies had a problem where um, the system overrode the driver and had an error, and it just kept accelerating until it crashed.
yeah,
And
yeah,
the
without
person
naming,
inside could
yeah,
not stop it.
exactly, yeah,
It's terrible.
without
Yeah.
naming any names, there was an accident in Arizona,
Okay.
and yeah, so it was a sort of a, I mean, yeah, it was a again very big firm which is working in the autonomous vehicle sections, and
Yeah.
then they had this automated automobile, and then the person was driving, and somehow the thing couldn't judge that there is a railway crossing and a railway is
Oh, was that what
coming.
it was?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. And then yeah,
okay.
even the grade that barrier wasn't closed, and somehow it didn't judge that, it didn't sense that, and then it started driving on the crossing, and right at the crossing, railway comes and hits the car, and then the person dies at
The
the,
train hit the car, not the car, the train. Okay.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no. And it's so sad that the person died. I laugh
yeah,
because it's much
yeah,
less likely that the train hits the car than that the car hits the
yeah,
train. That's why I
yeah.
laughed, but what a tragedy.
Yeah, so but the thing is like so you see I mean it's yeah, it's again the coincidence. So the moment, yeah, the vehicle, so it would have been the human being driving the car, so at least he would have like judged, okay, so I can hear something now, or there is something coming, and I should apply the brakes. And somehow the system didn't judge that, and it went on driving the car, and then there was a crash.
Right. Wow.
And
Y-
so that's terrible.
Yeah. Well, it was a big setback for the automated car industry.
Yeah,
But these
and
cell
yeah, I
phones
mean,
sure took off. Mobile phones. So this guy was actually he worked or owned Motorola, which is the
yeah,
company
yeah, yeah.
my dad worked for them. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, so he worked for that, and then he started something of his own, and then yeah, so that's the one that he built, the very first thing. Yeah, that's the one
Sounds like he
that was
built
very,
Motorola. Yeah,
yeah.
very cool.
He was a, yeah, I think he was an employee of Motorola, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, an employee? Oh, I thought I was just looking
Yeah, maybe he was an employee of a
and I
company.
thought he said it was an employee of Bell.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, maybe, yeah. I don't remember the
one of the
exact.
Bell companies. And
Yeah,
then um,
yeah, exactly, because so that though that company is started in the name of Graham Bell, who invented the very first telephone, and then
yeah.
he used to
So
work.
Bell
Maybe,
Labs was working to develop a the system that would become cellular networks.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but they weren't having any success building the actual portable handheld phone. And then
yeah.
there was a small company and a man named Marty Cooper. So I don't know if he
Oh, he never worked then. He had his own, something of his
built
own.
it, they did.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not
so
sure. It
like
doesn't say that he owned it. It doesn't say that he
oh,
owned it. So I'm
maybe
not sure.
yeah, maybe he had some shares in there.
Or he was just an important engineer or something. But
Yeah, yeah, maybe yeah.
yeah,
Because back in the
maybe.
day, engineers were given a lot of importance. So
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
yeah,
But
that's okay.
okay, yeah, it just says while at Motorola. So he was an inventor. He invented it. Yeah.
Okay, 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 yeah,
And his
yeah,
master's was in electrical engineering.
yeah,
That
yeah. Of
was
course, he was
that's
an
what my
electric.
dad studied in college, and then he studied
Yep.
avionics. So
Oh,
so airplane electronics. Um,
perfect, perfect. Yeah,
yeah. Okay,
yeah.
so
That's
we
amazing.
moved from here, and my dad drove in a car from
Uh-huh.
West Palm Beach
Oh, that's
all the way, all the way
so. Was he? So was
to
he living
Denver.
there? Oh yeah. Then you're now. Yeah.
So this is Denver, Colorado. This is where I grew up, and
So you did your high school from Denver.
yeah, this is where I graduated from high school here,
Okay.
and
Then you did your universities from the Colorado itself, or then you moved to.
to do university, I moved to another place, which is down here in Arkansas, up
Oh,
here,
Arkansas.
and I went to a private college,
Okay, okay,
small private university.
okay,
So
okay.
now, University of Arkansas is right here in Fayetteville. That's very famous.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
That's very famous.
I went to a university over here, real small one. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
very good business school. So this is where Walmart headquarters are in Rogers in
Oh,
Bentonville. Right here is Walmart headquarters. So
oh.
when I worked
At,
for IBM,
uh-huh.
we were up here near Walmart headquarters
Okay.
because we were working. I worked for IBM, but we were working for Walmart.
Walmart system. Okay.
Yeah, we were updating all of Walmart's computer system. It was pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's where I met most of the Indian people that I knew first. Um, I
yeah,
didn't really know many Indian people before I worked for IBM.
yeah.
And
So it's
then,
basically there are a lot of Indians in tech industry where like they it requires coding and it requires a lot of
yeah,
tech work. So you'll see a lot of Indians and maybe Chinese sometimes.
yeah. So Denver is very famous for its skyline. Um,
Oh,
let's see,
I didn't know.
pictures. Maybe I can find
I'd like to
pictures,
I'd like to visit Denver once. Yeah. Oh yeah.
photos. So let's see. Okay, so you can see here, you can see the mountains behind Denver.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. I can see
so
that.
I'm sure there's a better picture than that because it's very famous. That's
Oh,
hazy.
that looks super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. You can see our cash register building. Do you see this? The
Oh
building
yeah.
right here that
Pretty
looks like a
sure.
cash register. The
Oh,
old kind of
is
cash
that where
register.
you have to register the? Oh,
Oh no,
so
no,
so
it's just it's a financial building and they built it like a cash register back when every store had that exact shape cash register. Um,
oh, I see. Okay,
and
okay,
so
okay.
it
Yeah, it
was
makes
a
sense.
image of money, right? So um,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have more Denver skyline pictures
Yeah.
here.
I see a
Uh,
lot of. I think a lot of movies have been shot here in Denver. Maybe The Matrix.
it could be, I don't know. That's our Capitol building.
Yeah, I remember the this thing from the Matrix trilogy climax where like the oracle and the girl goes there and they sit on a bench and then there's the skyline out. I think that's Denver, I guess.
This is our favorite place. It's an amusement park called Elitch Gardens, Elitch's,
Oh
and
yeah,
we
that looks
love
amazing.
that place. It's a nice. It's not a huge amusement park, but it's a good amusement park.
Yeah, yeah, that looks
And
cool.
so
Yeah.
we like my kids love to go there when we're visiting Denver.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to find. I should probably just do a Google search for the Denver skyline. That would work better. Denver skyline. Ah, here we go. Images. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's at night. Let's see. We get lots of clouds, and so the sunsets are very beautiful. Oh, here you go. Here's the famous pictures. You can see the mountains with the snow on them. This is famous.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh,
They're very, it's
it's
very
very beautiful.
pretty.
Yeah.
And then
Does
here
it
you
snow?
go. You can see the sunset on,
Mm,
oh, well, I want to see. Okay, here. I think that'll be big enough to see. So there's a little bit of snow on the on the foothills. You cannot see
okay.
the mountains because it's too cloudy, but the foothills have the snow with the sunset hitting them. So they're all pink and
It's just amazing. Yeah.
yeah, it's a very,
Does,
very pretty place.
does it snow in Denver?
Yes. So the mountains near Denver are some of the most famous skiing mountains in the world. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
some of the most famous skiing mountains in the world. In fact, let me show you um, one of my favorite places is oh, what is it called? Hold on, I so this is one of my favorite places to go because it's kind of a cheaper place in the mountains in Colorado.
Okay.
Um, let's go. I cannot remember the name right now. To see when I'm doing a talk on the internet, then of course I forget. I used to come up to Breckenridge sometimes to drive for Uber because it was fun to drive in the mountains.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just true.
so you can see though Breckenridge, Coppertown, Silverthorne, Frisco. These are all very famous skiing places.
Okay.
Um, oh, hold on, I'm going to cough. Let me mute myself. Okay, let me see if I can find the okay, Vale. I think
Oh,
Vale is the place maybe that I'm thinking of. This one is very, very famous. People come from Switzerland, where there are beautiful mountains and great skiing, and people will
oh,
fly to America and then visit Vale to to come ski in these mountains, and it is a beautiful place. Absolutely gorgeous. Here you can see some of the wildflowers. But it is very, very expensive. People are extremely rich who live
yeah.
in Vale. So we have taken our children on the rides. Here's a beautiful picture up high in the mountains in Vale where people are skiing. Um,
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
it's a gorgeous, gorgeous place.
Just gorgeous. Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite places to visit, but I cannot afford to stay in Vale. It's really expensive there. But we would
Oh,
stay in Breckenridge and we could drive over to Vale for a day trip um, and do some hiking and things like that. So my family, we've walked through this square. Um,
Okay.
and that's just down in this. Yeah, Vail is a ski town, so it's really nice, but it's a small ski town. And then,
Okay.
but my favorite thing, I may as well show you. Uh, so the aspen trees in Vail. Let's see if we can get a good picture. This is my favorite thing. These
Oh,
trees are so pretty. Um, well, here, let's. They're gold, and sometimes they have this reddish orange as well. And oh, here, look at this picture. Oh my goodness.
oh,
Look at how beautiful that is.
looks like heaven.
Maybe. To me, maybe it is heaven because the I would love to go in the mountains and they're very small, um, about the size of a large coin. Each leaf is, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
so let's see, aspen leaves in the wind. Let's see if I can find like okay, yeah, here. You can see these leaves, um, how small they are. Maybe it's hard to see the perspective, but yeah, they're about the size of a large coin. And when the wind blows, they rotate back and forth, like,
Oh,
and when it's the fall, they're these yellow or orange colors, and the sun comes through them,
oh my goodness.
and they're fluttering in the wind, and they make a really particular sound. You know, wind makes a nice sound through leaves, but the aspen
Yeah,
tree sound is different because of their size and the spacing of the leaves. And it's really beautiful. It's a really beautiful sound. But then look at this picture. You can see what the aspens look like when the sun is coming through
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
leaves. And so you
Oh,
can lay on your back and look up at the. Oh wait, I don't know if this is going to work. Um,
oh, it looks amazing.
okay, yeah. So here you can see the sun coming through the leaves. So I like to lay down on my back and just stare up at the sky through the aspen groves. And it
Aspen Grove.
is that is probably my favorite thing to do by myself. Like if I'm going to be by
Oh,
myself, then I want to be in Colorado under the aspen trees
yeah, yeah.
in
That's probably
autumn.
yeah. It's amazing. Yeah.
So I was very
And
sad because this year we could not go because
oh,
of COVID. So we got stuck in Costa Rica. And Costa Rica is
yeah,
gorgeous. It's beautiful here. But just like you would have a place in India that you think of as your most famous, beautiful place,
yeah.
that is, what is a place in India that you think of as your most favorite, beautiful place in India?
So it has to be the northmost part. This is Himachal Pradesh. It's HP. That's like the most beautiful place you'll ever visit, and maybe I mean Kashmir. So that's like just up north, the Leh Ladakh, then Kashmir, then you have Himachal Pradesh. So it's just Manali. So it's just very beautiful.
Farther north than New Delhi?
Yeah. So maybe yeah, you can see there. Uh, let me let me guide you through.
Yeah.
So if you search in the Google Maps, LEH or LADAKH, LA
LED?
LADAKH,
Ah, okay, I got it.
yeah, on a map, and then sort of move around a little bit. So it's very famous. So that's
Let's see.
uh,
Oh, up here, up here. Oh, I
Hmm.
see. Okay, here's Kashmir and um come in
This is
here.
up north, yeah.
So Leh Ladakh.
Yeah, Leh Ladakh, then you have the Himachal, the Himalayas, then you'll get Himalayas towards the Nepal, the bo Nepal border, and then you have
And
Kashmir
is
towards
there a
the
place
left.
that you have been to that you have visited?
Yeah, so these are the places that are on my bucket list. So except this, I have
Oh,
traveled
you have
almost.
not
Yeah,
visited.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
except
okay.
this, yeah, this is very beautiful. So except this, I have mostly visited all of India. Not all of, but northeast and this part I haven't visited that. So I've been to northern India. I have been to central. I have been to west. I have been to south, but not the northeast part. It's I would really love to go there.
Wow. Oh my goodness. It's perfect plains and then huge mountains.
Yeah, yeah. It's just huge mountains, perfect plains. You get all sorts of like this
Huge
is
amount of snow.
simply amazing. Yeah.
Do people ski in northern
Yeah,
India?
yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
people ski in maybe not in Ladakh, but in Manali. So if you search Manali,
Okay.
Manali, you'll get those like huge mountains filled up with snow in winter, and then people really like yeah. So it's just very
Oh, it will not let me type. I wonder why. Okay, let's see. Manali. Anali.
M A Manali. Yeah.
Himachal Pradesh or can I Tamil Nadu?
Yeah, I think you're right. Manali. Yeah, Manali. Yeah.
There are a couple different
No, no, not Tamil Nadu. Oh, the one in the Uttar. Yeah, yeah.
Tamil. Tamil.
No, 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 no. The one in the Himachal Pradesh, the H and P
Oh,
initials.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was referring to. H Himachal Pradesh. Yes, this is.
Himachal. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. If you see, it's super
Oh wow,
snowy.
there's
That
some waterfalls.
yeah, you get all sorts of things like it. You get waterfalls. You get
Wow. Wow,
yeah,
look at that. I want to go there.
yeah, 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 yeah. So that's
Yeah, so this
just
is a lot like Vale and like it's a very nice tourist town maybe.
yeah, yeah.
Like
It attracts a lot of tourists all over the country. Not yeah, of course, country, but all over the world as well.
and all over the world as well. Wow, cool. Lots of rivers and waterfalls. Now most of the pictures are not in winter.
Yeah, most of them are maybe they're taken in uh, rainy season or maybe in summer, but in
Okay.
winter you must visit Manali.
Okay.
Like yeah, even in summer the average temperature there in the up north is like it's very pleasant. It's 13 degrees Celsius, maybe like
Okay.
in the ballpark. Yeah, maybe 40 Fahrenheit, 50 Fahrenheit, 60 Fahrenheit. So in that range, it varies. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then and then Kashmir. Kashmir is like they say that it's heaven on earth. That's what they say.
Kashmir.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
heard
just
many many things about Kashmir. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why they are fighting over that land, that piece of land. All the both the countries, India and Pakistan.
Oh, India and Pakistan both want Kashmir.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Because that yeah, if you just look at the images, just search Kashmir and then just scroll over the images and you'll see how beautiful Kashmir is.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Oh wow. That is beautiful. I am a mountain person, even though I was born by the sea. Well, I like both. I
Yeah,
like both. Wow.
yeah, that's simply amazing. Yeah.
Very incredible.
Yeah.
Well, somebody put a random thing here to make it look ugly. What a good picture.
Yeah, maybe the stone of the roadside. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think uh that's an edit for photograph,
Yeah,
Photoshop.
yeah, yeah. They just put a maybe they did not want somebody to steal their picture. Oh my goodness, look at this person canoeing. Oh, I want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
canoeing.
canoeing there.
Yeah, canoeing is like a pretty like common stuff there. If you go there, then they suggest you to like go canoeing. Yeah,
Wow, okay. Oh, I want to do this. Take a horse ride. Oh my goodness, these
yeah,
mountains are so. These mountains remind me a little bit of Boulder, Colorado, where they're very narrow and tall, like
yeah, exactly, exactly.
almost like
Yeah,
a knife blade.
yeah, yeah. So there is very famous sweet which is made up of yak milk. The the animal yak.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty famous in yes, Jammu and Kashmir. So it's domestic yak, yak yak. So it
Yeah.
has yeah. So they
Yeah,
so
from what?
it's usually
From Kashmir. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So it's you'll get it usually in the that part of the world. I mean Himalayan region,
Hmm.
Indian subcontinent. Yeah, and
Ooh,
sometimes maybe
that
yeah,
looks good.
yeah,
That cheese looks really good. Chirpy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Makes me want to
They
eat some
usually
cheese.
yeah, yeah. So the
Are there really good Indian cheeses? Is that something you
uh
miss from India, or is it not a big thing to eat cheese in India?
no, no, no. It's a really a big thing to eat cheese in India. At least in the place the place that I come from and up north. I'm not sure about the south because I haven't seen many South Indian people is eating cheese a lot. But yeah, so it's that we have a cheese called as cottage cheese, which is very very famous, especially in the northern part of India, and it's added almost in every dish. So you have. Like all sorts of sweet dishes, all sorts of spicy, savory dishes made up of cheese. It's very famous, and we have
Wow.
yeah we have our own. You can just search like Indian cottage cheese, and you'll see the cubes. Those cubes is very soft, tender, and then
Oh, okay. Paneer? Paneer?
yeah, paneer. Yeah, that's what it's known for. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I love to try cheese. I have a friend who used to make cheese and he won awards for making good cheese. So
yeah,
he would introduce me to different cheeses to try.
yeah. Yeah, if you see that recipe, the paneer butter masala, the red one with the combination of that cheese, that's very very famous. And you should try one of those if you get it somewhere in the Costa Rica, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
coastal area. Okay. Paneer matar butter masala. Okay.
yeah, that's
Wow.
very famous. Yeah,
That looks good. And maybe I could get it at a Indian restaurant somewhere
yeah. I
else.
mean,
I don't know.
that's what I was suggesting you. Maybe if you can get it there in the Costa Rica, maybe just
Oh,
search
in
Uber.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, maybe search Uber Eats. Maybe search Grubhub. Then you'll sort of get an idea if the Indian food is available around, and you can order that for lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
But I'm not
I'm
sure. Yeah, but I'm not sure if you'll get the authentic stuff. If you want to really eat the authentic stuff, then you should visit India. That's like
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. Because here
Yeah.
people do make that, but it's sort of molded into the American palate to sort of uh, mellow down the spices and then add some
Oh,
yeah,
I want the spicy kind. Make my
yeah,
mouth
exactly,
burn. I
exactly,
want
exactly.
to feel, if
Yeah.
I can if it makes me cry, that's okay.
Yeah,
Then I want to taste it.
but this is not as spicy because if you go by its name, it's like paneer butter masala. So it has a butter in its name itself. So it contains a lot of butter, which sort of balances out the spices. So it's very interesting. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that in
Okay,
Costa
so
Rica?
here is an Indian restaurant, but that is very far from me. But
Oh, okay,
let's
that's
look
very
and
nice.
see if they have any pictures of their food. How about that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's
We can
see.
judge the food. Yeah,
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 we can judge the food by the
yeah. Exactly. Yeah,
I need to start you and me, we should do a travel podcast and just look at pictures.
yeah. You can maybe
Okay. Oh,
try and
what is
yeah.
this? What is
Oh
this?
yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Wait. Can you open the image? It's not. Oh yeah, that's dahi vada. The one, the white and the yeah, that's dahi vada. Yeah, you should try this one. So this is
Okay.
yeah. So this is if you're a person who likes let us say combinations of 4 to 5 flavors at the same time in your bursting in your mouth where you can feel let us say two different flavors at the front of your mouth, and then when you eat and it goes down to your throat, you feel let us say 3 to 4 different flavors at the back of your mouth. So that's very
Wow.
unique. Yeah. So that's that certain
I-
type of food.
Is
So it
it
has
uh is it a dinner or a dessert? What kind of when
that's a
would you
snack.
eat it?
That's just a snack. That's
That's
eaten as a
snack.
snack. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So okay, I'll tell you what the contents. So it has yogurt, whipped, very thick, sweet and tangy yogurt. Then
Okay.
it has tangy tamarind, and then it has all sorts of like spices, but they're not added in like abundance. It's just the right and proper amount, and it's served with a chutney. So it's just very famous. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the one that you have on the table, it looks like a tandoori
Oh,
chicken, which is very famous.
okay. I went away from it. Oops.
Yeah. So that the green stuff, maybe that they are kebabs. Indian kebabs are all
This?
very famous. Yeah. Indian
Oh,
kebabs. Yeah. Yeah. So if you love meat, then we have a lot of non-veg like meat recipes that you'd love to have. Like one of them is tandoori chicken, which is like they roast that chicken in the uh, tandoor base, and tandoor basically is nothing but a huge pit digged inside the ground, and it's filled with coal. It's hot coal, and they sort of just roast that chicken in and out in that coal, marinated with yogurt and spices. It's just very famous if you
right, right.
yeah,
Let me open a Word document here and oops. Okay, so let's see. We can so we want to have panira? Was that what
paneer
it was
butter.
called?
Yeah, so Paneer, paneer, then butter, masala. Masala means basically the spice.
Okay.
So that's that. And then second one you should try is if you really love chicken, then you'll love tandoori chicken. And
Tandoori.
then
How do I spell that? T-A-N
Doori. Yeah,
O-O-R-I. Tandoori chicken. Okay.
yeah, there you
And
go.
then there was this one that was it was just a snack. And how do
Okay,
I
yeah, that's dahi vada. Dahi, dahi, which means yogurt in Hindi. And then vada is basically a patty, a small puffed patty of made up of uh, so sort of a lentil. So that's vada, 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 dahi vada.
B-A B-A-D-A or B-A-L-A?
No, V for victory, VADA.
Okay, so it would be like if I was gonna look it up, it would be like this. Diabata? Let me see.
Okay, maybe it will show it up a little bit later. Yeah,
Oh, Diabata? This looks
DAHI,
different.
DAHI and VADA. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
it
And this
looks
is
it
the
looks
same as this. This picture
yeah.
um
So that
in the
yeah
bowl.
yeah, and the other one that we just saw, the white one. So that's the both are the same. Yeah, yeah. So that's exactly the same. Yeah, that one and
Oh,
that one.
okay, okay. Because they look very different, but to me.
Maybe depending on how you make the recipe or how you garnish that and present that. it
Okay,
changes. Yeah, but
but
maybe
it's
just to be sure, can you check it again? I'm sure that it's dahi vada because it exactly looks like the same. And even they have the cilantro garnished because a lot of Indian sweet recipes looks like this. Yeah, so
okay.
maybe I can get confused, but I'm not. I'm sure that no, yeah, it has cilantro. Yeah, then it means that it's dahi vada. Oh,
It is the
why
same.
are they
Okay.
putting cashews in there? Sometimes they do, sometimes I don't
Uh,
know. I mean, because it shouldn't be eaten with cashews because cashew sort of you know destroys the flavor of that all because
oh,
cashew cashew is basically sort of a and it has a different texture. But when you're tasting dahi vada, then you should get the soft flavor of soft and tangy flavor of yogurt and the tamarind. So I don't know. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, sometimes they do a lot of depending on the who's cooking, the chef. Depending on the chef's the specialities, they sort of tweak the recipes. But
absolutely.
yeah, but you should have it without the dry fruits. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and
Without,
that
okay.
one. Yeah. So the if you scroll up a little bit, so the white and brown stuff that look like a bread, that's very famous. So it's called as garlic naan. Yeah. There you go. Right one.
This
So
one, garlic
uh,
naan.
garlic naan. Yeah. This is very
This is
very
not a
tasty.
coconut. Uh,
No, naan is basically made up of uh, wheat flour, maybe all-purpose flour. Oh no. Wait. That's sambar.
not.
That's sambar. That's sambar. That's not. Okay.
Okay,
That's
this
coconut.
is
That's
different.
coconut chutney. Yeah. So that's
Okay,
coconut, and then that's some. Uh, the thing is that you're scrolling it and it's lagging. So my voice reaches
right.
you first before I see that. Okay. Scroll down a little bit. Uh,
Okay, I'll go back down.
mm, there was a like a brown dots and white and yellow bread sort of a thing. So that's naan, garlic naan. So it has like the so they place garlic over that rolled bread, and then they fried in the deep peat in the field with hot coal.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, maybe you can just search garlic naan. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
did. I did. I searched it. So then maybe I see
yeah.
this
There you
one.
go. Yeah, and then you can sort of compare this thing with that, the other one. So if you scroll up and down a little bit, you should see, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that one.
This is it. Okay, garlic naan.
Garlic.
Is
Yeah,
that
there
and
you
that
go.
is worth trying? Is that something you get with like most of your is it part
Yeah,
of a
so
meal or
yeah, that's surely a part of a meal if you're living in northern India or maybe central part of India because
okay.
wheat is your staple food, so people love to eat naan and all sorts of parathas and rotis and breads.
Yeah.
But if you go further down south, then the staple food becomes rice because south is like
Oh,
they
there's a
eat
lot more
poha.
water. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! If whatever you're showing me here, this so that's no, that's not actually not water. That's butter. That's a lot of butter. So they
Oh,
have
that's garlic
yeah
butter?
yeah exactly. So they have all like the good thing with this garlic naan is even if you just take a little piece of the garlic naan, like let us say the corner of the garlic naan, and then just eat, you'll get the flavor of garlic. So uh, that's how like in meticulously it's made. So it's garlic is
Oh.
placed all over. So no part is left alone without garlic. So it's that, yeah. And then so the one that you're seeing here is maybe that's butter chicken. Yeah, chicken marinated with yogurt and added made with whipped cream and a few spices. Yeah, I mean if you love meat, then you'll surely love lots of Indian meat recipes. We have I'm not sure if you eat mutton because I haven't seen in
I
people in
love
US.
lamb, but most
Yeah,
people in America do not eat it because they are
exactly, exactly,
crazy. They are
exactly, exactly.
crazy. It is the best meat.
Exactly.
I
Because
love,
if you go, if you go to the United Kingdom, the England, people there like they're crazy about lambs and mutton. It's like
Hmm.
they really love that. But I don't know why we here it's not a thing in US.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is sad that it is not a thing. What is
yeah.
this drink that I am looking at now? Is it a
Okay, so
drink or is it
the
a...
one that the one that you opened. Okay, so that's not a drink. That must be a stew or it must be curry, a curry.
Oh, curry. I love curries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's a curry. Yeah, that's a curry. That's
I
surely a curry. So,
usually have liked Thai curries a little more than Indian curries, but I have not had that much Indian food to compare.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. You should, yeah, you should sort of like eat Indian
a
curries
little
first,
bit.
and then you'll compare with the other ones. The Thai.
Yeah,
I
this
haven't,
looks
I haven't,
delicious.
I haven't tried the Thai curry yet, but I would love to try that and then sort of compare. Oh yeah, that
Mm.
this one is yeah. So the other one looks like the brown stuff, the yellow brown stuff looks like mm, maybe yeah, that looks like a curry. Maybe it's added with veggies because a lot of people in India they are vegetarians. They don't eat meat.
Yeah, they
And
don't
the
eat
other
any
one,
meat.
this one, yeah, that's surely mixed veg curry. So it has potatoes, it has tomatoes, it has chili, it has cheese toppings. Yeah, that's. So both of them are different types of vegetable gravies, and that's of course the garlic naan. Oh my
Okay.
God. I'm drooling now. Yeah.
I'm pretty hungry too. That looks
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good. Okay, this is a restaurant here in my country. I will have to try it.
Okay, so looking so far, looking at the photos, I think this is gonna be really tasty. Yeah,
Okay, well maybe I need to go
yeah.
to
So
this
whenever you have
restaurant.
like something unplanned, maybe a plan, maybe unplanned, if you're visiting that part of the country,
Yeah, it's so far.
is it like too far from where you live now
Um, well, okay, so if I did,
in terms of
let's
miles?
click on this and let's do directions, and we'll go from just San Jose, Costa
Yeah, I mean
Rica.
approximately you'll get an idea.
Yeah, yeah, that's about accurate. So 3 hours and 7 minutes. So
Oh,
I would have
maybe.
to rent a car, but I am supposed to visit this Playa Hermosa sometime. This is
Oh, okay,
a
that's good.
very famous beach, maybe.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
let me see. I have not even looked at pictures before, but I guess
Okay,
it's
so if
supposed to
you're
be very famous.
yeah, if you're gonna visit that part, then yeah, that looks like it's a little closer from that area. Oh, this beach looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. I need to go here.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
So Costa Rica is famous for beaches that have turtles.
Oh,
Um, so a lot of turtles come to beaches. Now, I don't know if Playa Hermosa is one that gets. Oh wow, there's dolphins in Playa Hermosa. Cool.
oh yeah, yeah. This looks
Um,
cool. Yeah,
so
this is amazing. Yeah.
yeah, so this would be close to that restaurant. Uh, oops, I lost the restaurant. So this is Guanacaste.
Yeah, that looks close to the yeah. So maybe whenever you're visiting like that part, then you can sort of go
Yeah,
there.
I need to go up there sometime.
So is it the only restaurant that you have, only Indian restaurant that you have in Costa Rica? Maybe maybe you might get
Oh, I can do a search for Indian restaurants. Let's see.
you get
That,
yeah,
that's a
just
very, this is the tourist area up here of Costa Rica.
okay. So then it means
And
that
so
they have to
then
make
they
their
have
yeah
better restaurants and
exactly. So if that's a tourist area, then they have to maintain their standards and they have to live up to the expectations of the Indian food. So yeah,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
think you
But
should
let's
try.
see,
Mhm.
Indian restaurant.
near me. Yeah.
Let's see.
So maybe you'll get a.
Because this is the capital, so there probably is something. Well, here's one called Taj Mahal, and
Oh
here's
yeah. So
one.
basically, they are either named as Taj Mahal or maybe based on the famous cities in India like Mumbai and Delhi.
Oh,
Not
there's
Delhi, but
hot pot. No way. I love Chinese hot pot.
no.
But that's not the same thing. Um, Curry Kingdom. Oh, this one has look at this. This has a really good star rating.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that looks cool.
let's just see. Oops. Let's
Okay,
see.
Curry
And
Kingdom.
whoa, too much. Okay,
Yeah,
Indian Palace. Uh,
I'd go with the ratings. If the it has a good ratings, just open that, then we can see the how the food looks, and then I can tell you that yeah, that's and
oh, it's
they
not
deliver.
opening on the side. I don't know why it's not. Um, Here, let me refresh. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe after refreshing it, it will. Yeah, maybe it could be a glitch in the Google Maps. You might have
Yeah,
to
there we
search.
go. Now it worked. Okay.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
perfect.
this one has 4.5 stars, so almost 5 stars.
Okay, okay. That's
Uh, oh, and
Curry
it's
Kingdom.
open late at night. I might be able to get Uber Eats with this place.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. You should be able to. Yeah, if you just go to Uber Eats and search Indian food, then
okay,
you'll get
I've
a
had
lot.
these before. Those are yummy.
Which
I
ones?
don't remember. The round brown balls. I don't know what they are.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The sweet balls. Yeah, gulab jamun. Yeah,
Okay, I've had that and it is good.
yeah.
And
Yes,
then
that's good. Oh man, look at that gravy. It looks so amazing. Yeah, this looks. Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah.
oh, I wish you
Okay.
could come visit me and teach me all the
Yeah.
food. Okay.
Okay, that's biryani. Yeah. So the center of the rice dish is biryani. The top one, the
Oh,
brown one, is
sorry.
the gravy. The
Okay.
yellow one maybe is the stew. Okay, the left one is the chana masala, which they have beans mixed with roasted and mixed with. Oh yeah, this is
I went
and
back
then
to the other picture.
oh yeah, and the right one is the tandoori chicken that I was talking about, like
Mm,
the roasted in and out. So you'll love that as well. And then bunch of spices here and there, one pickle. And then there's this salad of yogurt. Oh, there are chutneys as well. Oh my God. So the red one is the spiciest one. The green one is the
okay.
let us say I wouldn't say mild, but somewhere in between medium to high spice. And the brown one is the sweeter one, sweeter and tangy one. So
Okay.
yeah, so there's three combinations. Yeah, I can finish that in one go. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then this looks like something delicious. I don't know what it is, but I want to eat it.
Okay, wait, which one you're referring to?
I just switched to a bowl that has like a tan yellow cream in it.
There, there you go. So that's butter chicken. Chicken
This is
marinated with yogurt and with lots of whipped cream and butter and spices. It's very, very tasty. If you love chicken, you love this.
okay. Okay. Very
So
good.
basically,
And
this one, yeah. So basically, this is the version for
oh, and you
people
can
who,
eat it with the tandoori. I'm sorry,
yep,
with the divada.
naan. Yeah,
Divada?
yeah. No. So this is actually so the dahi vada is basically the snack. So
Garlic
that should
naan.
be yeah. So naan, yeah. So
Okay.
that's the combination. That's the usual combination it goes. The chicken, butter chicken with the tandoori naan.
Wow.
Yeah,
Tandoori naan is
yeah.
okay. Okay.
So basically, when someone's referring the word tandoori in any Indian speaking context or any food context, then it means that it has been cooked in a like a deep pit digged inside the ground, and which is filled with a lot of coal and hot fire. So that's what tandoori means.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
and
so
then
the naan can be cooked like that, as well
yeah,
as other
exactly,
things. Anything could be
exactly.
cooked like that.
And
Ah,
anything, anything can be cooked like that. Yeah, even so the basically the tandoori chicken. So they marinate that overnight and they sort of place that in that deep pit digged inside the ground and they keep it over there. So if you wanna, oh yeah, this the interior looks cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should visit. You should visit if it's nearby. Then
it has
yeah,
good
just
ratings and yeah.
yeah, it has good ratings. The food looks amazing. So just take your family surprise. Give a
I'm
surprise to
going to
your
take,
wife and your kids. Yeah,
yeah.
hello. Yeah,
Oh, this
yeah.
is this, and I think that this one is not too far from my house.
Oh yeah, yeah. You love that.
I
Yeah,
probably don't want to show where my actual house is
yeah,
on
yeah.
the
No, no, don't do
on
that.
an
Yeah, don't do
internet
that.
stream, but but
Yeah, exactly.
I
Hmm.
think let me just see let me zoom out a little bit.
Okay,
Mm.
all the
Okay,
photos of
yeah,
all.
yeah, this is very close. So this is the main mall that we go to is right here in Multiplaza.
Okay, perfect,
And
perfect.
that's pretty
Yeah.
close to my house. So this is only and this is downtown. Um, hmm.
Okay, so you have your plans set up for a weekend now. You can just
Yeah,
visit the
yeah.
beach. Yeah,
Indian Palace Restaurant. In fact, I'm going to
yeah,
write it down. I have been writing down all the food you said.
yeah.
Indian Palace Restaurant. And then the other one was uh
Curry Kingdom, maybe. Yeah, Curry Kingdom, right? Or the one to
oh,
the
the
nearby.
one in Guanacaste was a different
Oh, okay,
place.
okay. Yeah, that was
But yeah,
what
this one, I think the other one was like the Mahali or Milani or something.
Taj Mahal. Yeah, Taj Mahal, maybe. Yeah.
Um, well, I think we had searched for Milani.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, okay. The one near the beach, right?
yeah,
So that
it
one.
was
Yeah,
the beach one. Um,
yeah. Beach one. You can note it down. You can note it down. So just go to your history and then look for that restaurant because even I don't remember the name.
yeah,
Or maybe
let
you
me,
can just look it up later. Yeah.
yeah, of course. It
Hmm.
was the Masala Indian restaurant.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, just write it down, make a note of it, and then whenever you'll visit the beach, you can go to that restaurant and have some Indian food. Yeah. So why don't you go to the Indian hotel that the one that we just saw now, and then open the menu, and then I'll show you I'll show you how each and every food like tastes like and what's the combination of the spices and everything, and then you can maybe try it can make your visit like optimized, so you can try like
Right.
yeah, so
Okay,
just
that
go
was
there.
here. Let's research here. I think it's right here in Saptrisa.
Yeah, you said that
Um,
it's like nearby that mall,
oh,
right?
here we go. Here we go over here.
Okay,
Oh, this is very easy for me to get to. This is the National Museum.
okay,
So
perfect.
we sometimes go over here and walk through the downtown
Oh,
area.
nice.
And then,
Okay.
so this is very easy to get to. And okay, you want me to see if I can open the menu? Let
Yeah,
me.
yeah, open the menu and then we can sort of go over the menu and then I'll tell you what tastes like what
We
and then
do
you
have
can decide
takeout
whether
and delivery.
yeah,
Menu.
yeah,
Okay, let's try it.
yeah, then you can sort of yeah, so go to menu, maybe do it a full screen and then so do you love do you prefer eating meat or vegetarian food or combination of both?
Ah, yeah, I like all of it. So
Okay, nice.
paneer is one of the things that, but you said butter masala. I don't know if they have that.
Yeah, they should have that because that's kind of the very famous Indian dishes. And then the other one is okay, yeah. So the paneer pepper fry, yeah, maybe that you shouldn't try because it will have a lot of okay, yeah, now it's clear. Now it's more clear. Okay, so let's start with the starters. Let me see what they
Okay,
have
okay.
for
The
starters. Yeah,
appetizers. Okay.
appetizers. Yeah,
Okay, I will
appetizers.
slow it down on the scroll, and these are the appetizers.
Mm, okay, yeah. So okay, let me see what are the appetizers because this is it really show it up a little. Okay, yeah, it's stable now. Oh yeah, samosas you can try. They are very famous North Indian recipes. Actually, these were
Calamari?
Yeah, vegetable samosa, the very first one.
Oh, samosa. Okay.
Samosa, yeah. So these are like very famous. They were invented in Portuguese. But they somehow I don't know how it came to India, but they came to India, and then it got very famous. So it's very famous appetizer or snack in India. So that you should try. So it's basically potatoes
Okay.
filled in wheat flour rolls, and they deep fry it, and so that's tasty. So that one you should try. Vegetable pakoras are, yeah, that are also okay. Beef pepper fry, I'm not sure because I don't eat beef. But if you love, then you can try that as well.
Right.
Uh, Paneer pepper fry. Uh, that's actually I haven't tried that yet, but looks like it's okay. Mushroom. So basically the pakora. So that word I'll give you the context so you'll know what exactly that means. So pakora
Yeah.
means that you take any of the flour, you add yogurt and you add water in that flour, and you make it as a paste, and then you sort of add, let us say, different vegetables in that paste, and then deep fry it so it becomes vegetable pakora, which is to the rightmost top of the appetizers, the right now vegetable pakora. If you add mushrooms in that paste and deep fry it, it becomes mushroom pakora. If you take
Oh.
beef, yeah, if you take beef in that paste and fry, it becomes beef pakora. If you take
Okay, so
chicken,
that they have two spellings here, the P-A-K,
that's a spelling
P-A-K
mistake.
and
That's a
P-O.
spelling mistake. Yeah.
Which one
So
is
it
correct? Which is correct?
Yeah, so the Pakora is correct. Pakora. Yeah, this is
Okay.
not Pakora. Yeah, so that Pakora maybe is a spelling mistake, or maybe it's a misnomer that they have. So, but the Pakor is the standard one. Pakora or
Okay.
Pakoda. Yeah.
So
Then
that's a really good thing to try. Okay.
yeah, that's a very
Samosa
good
and
thing.
pakora.
Yeah, you should try. Yeah, so
Okay.
whenever they say pakora, then they mean that. So that's the sort of anything put into the paste and deep fried. Yeah, vegetable samosa is also deep fried, which you should try. Then vegetable platter. I'm not sure what that's
Mm.
saying in the
And
descriptions
the
because
picture
it's
is
Spanish.
broken. Oh, it says selection of the chef with various vegetables, marinades in yogurt with Indian condiments, and then asado and tandoor. Oh, tandoor is probably the
Oh,
tandoori.
okay.
That's probably the Spanish. But
Oh,
asado, I don't know asado. What's that word? Asado.
yeah. So that's Chinese. That's
That's
Spanish word, I guess, right?
Spanish. Spanish. So
Yeah.
roast. Oh, it means roasted in the
Oh,
tandoori
okay, got it,
roast.
got it, got it. Yeah, yeah.
Roast?
That's
Yeah.
also cool. Yeah, that's also cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, you can try that as, yeah. So that's basically, yeah. So that's how it exactly looks like. So this is so it's instead of meat they have the vegetables like roasted in the tandoor. In chicken madrasi, if you're like inclining towards spicy food or spicy appetizers, then chicken madrasi is for you because
Oh.
the madras, yeah, so Madras is basically the southernmost part of India, and they eat a lot of spices. So that's a little spicy. And then
Hmm.
calamari masala. I'm not sure about the what's that is, but it looks like it has tomatoes.
Calamari is like a squid or octopus, I think.
Oh, okay. So I haven't tried that. Yeah, because I'm
Okay.
not a great fan of seafood. So uh,
Right, right.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
and this
now.
also, the prawn is camarones are also seafood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first thing you should do is just ask the restaurant that if they are if they have buffet system. If they have the buffet system, then you get the chance to taste
Mm.
almost everything that they make. So it becomes easy for you to taste everything at the same time. If they don't have that, then start with the appetizers. Order maybe if you're inclining towards let us say savory but not so spicy, then the samosa and pakoras are for you. And then
Okay.
maybe if you're inclining towards the spicy food, then the chicken madrasi is for you. So after that, then let's go towards, yeah, the oven. From our clay to tandoor. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
So
they use a clay oven to roast because they cannot bury it in the
exactly.
ground, I guess. So that's like
Yeah.
an adaptation
Yeah.
from
Yeah. Yeah.
burying it.
Yeah, that's sort of an adaptation because when you say tandoor, if you go to India and if you say tandoor, then it literally means that there is a pit digged inside the ground, and then okay. So lamb chops are great. If and you're a fan of lamb, so you love that. Uh, Okay, so basically lamb chili tikka. So basically tikka means that it's sort of cut into small cubes and pieces, and then it's inserted in a stick and roasted. So that's what basically tikka means. And chilies are chilies, and lamb is lamb. So that's what and tikkas are basically like very tasty if you'd like to
And
try.
and,
So
and what I'm sorry, what are they cooked in? The tikka, how is it cooked?
yeah, so it's basically so they have this furnace, uh, uh, the barbecue furnace, which has like heat coming from not heat actually, just the literal fire coming out from that furnace, and they're just roasted on the fire itself.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Chopped in
and
pieces
then
and roasted over a fire. Okay.
over a fire. So that's tikka. So tikka basically means yeah. So tikka is like the small chopped cubed pieces, and
Okay.
so that's what tikka means. And then those cubed pieces, when you insert that in a
Oh,
pointed
look,
stick, and
here's the paneer
yep,
that you were telling me about.
yeah, there you go, the paneer tikka. So the paneer tikka,
Uh,
you will love that. You will love that. And then the tandoori salmon. Uh, so maybe, yeah, you'll love that. So you must order this the paneer one, and then lamb if you're a fan of lamb, and if your wife and like children also love lamb, then you can order that as well. If not, then let's just move towards chicken now. So Haryali chicken tikka. Yeah, so you got the idea of tikka, how the tikka is made basically. So Haryali basically means greenery. So there are a lot of green spices. So cilantro, then mint, then then there is this maybe parsley they use. So these are the three green spices that they use for the marination with yogurt, and they sort of roast that over the fire, and they make sometimes they make sometimes they add that into a gravy, or sometimes they just serve it the roasted dry. So you love the haryali one as well. Okay, so even if you don't order haryali chicken tikka, make sure you order chicken tandoori chicken full. Maybe if you're yeah you will be going with your whole family, so yeah,
okay.
you can. Yeah, so the tandoori chicken, you love that. So that's basically I told you, right? So they take the entire chicken, marinate it inside out, keep it for 24 hours, and then they literally place that inside the heated oven, and then they take it out, and that's tasty. Even chicken tikka is tasty. Uh, Chicken malai tikka, yeah. So if you're going towards a little bit of milder recipe, then chicken malai tikka is for you. So basically, malai
Oh, so
means
my wife would like that. Okay.
okay,
Chicken
malai
malai
malai tikka.
tikka.
So
And this is
yeah,
mild. It's not spicy.
no, not at all. So malai basically means whipped cream or yogurt. So that's yeah. So that's basically so
Okay,
when
my
you add
wife and kids will like that a lot.
yeah, they'll enjoy that. So that's very mild. So chicken malai tikka, they'll love that. And then lamb, yeah. So basically it's lamb seekh kebab. Okay, so
Oh,
basically that
that's shish
seekh,
kebab? Okay.
yeah, yeah. So no. So the words Seekh Sikh. That's referring to the Sikh religion in from India. The one
Right.
who
Oh, okay.
wears. Do you know the ones who wears the turbans and they have
Yeah,
the
I
crown?
actually knew a girl who was from a
Okay,
Sikh
yeah,
family.
perfect. Okay, perfect. So there is this way of cooking kebabs. So that's basically that's why they're referring to the Sikh kebabs
Oh,
that you
okay,
love.
that's a special
Yeah,
way. Okay.
yeah, there's a special way. But maybe like yeah, I mean I'm not sure. I'm sure that you won't gonna try everything at once. But when you'll
Sure, sure.
try yeah. So try step by step when you'll visit one by one. But for now, when you'll go to like this weekend, make sure you try the chicken malai tikka, like for your wife and kids, the mild one,
Yeah.
and one of the other chickens, maybe the tandoori chicken full, or maybe the chicken tikka and the paneer butter masala. So that even you'll love, and even they'll
Okay, okay. So I should start with the paneer tikka. Uh,
yep, start. start with
Let's
the
see.
paneer tikka
First,
as appetizers,
first time, paneer
tikka. Yeah,
tikka, and then
yep.
uh, and then do the tandoori chicken full,
That you can share, and then you'll have chicken
and
malai
also the chicken malai.
tikka. Yeah, yeah. Your kids and your wife is gonna love that. That's very
Okay, so that
mild.
would be like the first time I could do those things. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What is
And
this Tuni Jenga, or how do I say that?
jaluni.
Oh,
Wait,
it's
wait.
a seafood. It's a seafood.
Yeah,
So
it's a seafood. Yeah. So jenga basically is crab. So that's crabs hands cooked with a method. So that's referred to as jaluni. So that's that. But I'm not a big fan of seafood, so I cannot tell
yeah. So you
details about
cannot
that.
tell us about that. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, so that's that, and
That's
then the
not even
main
the
course.
main course. This is just the clay oven.
Yeah,
Okay. The main course.
yeah, the
The
main course. So
dal
I mean,
paneer.
yeah, we have a lot of varieties. I mean, yeah, and you can skip one of these because depending on the quantity they serve, because some hotels and some restaurants they serve a lot, and you're like sometimes okay, I misjudged, and then now I have a
I
lot
did
of,
not need all
but
of
they
this.
allow, but they allow you to
Oh,
pack that and take it out. So yeah,
here is the paneer uh
butter masala. Oh
butter
yeah,
masala. So
yep,
I
yep.
want to get that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Masala.
So it's basically instead of taking paneer tikka, maybe you can replace paneer tikka with paneer butter masala. But I would suggest you to order both and compare both paneer butter masala as well as paneer tikka, and then
Okay.
you'll see the difference. Yeah, then you'll see
Oh,
the
yeah.
difference. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
basically, paneer butter masala is not roasted. It's just the cottage cheese cubes added in the gravy,
Right.
and paneer tikka is the cubes roasted on the fire. So that's
Oh,
that's that's the basic difference. So then depending on the taste, you can uh yeah, you can change the course.
okay.
So my god, everything is like very very tasty. So how are you gonna how am I gonna suggest? Yeah. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. So I'll just give you an idea of how it is made and how it looks like, and you'll get an idea, and then you can sort of choose for yourself. Okay. Uh, so alu bangan. Alu means potato. Bangan means eggplant. Uh, so if you're not a
Oh,
if you're not a fan of eggplant, I mean, I'm sure the
I
kids
like
hate
eggplant.
yeah, kids hate
Oh,
eggplant
I
even.
don't know if my
Yeah.
kids hate it. I like it. I like it. I don't know if
Okay.
my
Yeah.
children have had it.
Okay, then you'll love that. So aloo, so it's basically combination of the uh, potatoes and eggplant with a curry, and so that's that. And paneer butter masala, I just explained you that, so that's very famous. Okay, kadai paneer is basically so there is a kadai means basically deep pan. So there is this deep cast iron pan, and there is this method of cooking spices, roasting spices in that deep pan with like a little bit of oil, and then the same spices they use for the same recipe, and that's called as kadai paneer. So whenever they use kadai in any restaurant, then it means that they are cooking that in a deep cast iron fried pan.
Okay.
Yeah. And whatever, let us say sometimes they use it as kadai vegetables or kadai whatever, kadai chicken. So that's cooked in the deep cast iron pan. So that's that. And then Avdi, oh yeah, Avdi is you love that. So Avdi is basically so there is the northwest part of the India, which they have their own sort of cooking skills and cooking spices, and so that's korma. So korma is basically made up of lamb, I guess. Yeah. So that's lamb. But wait. So basically this is vegetable, so it means that it doesn't have lamb. So it's combination of all the veggies. Uh, Made in Awadhi style. Awadhi style means that they have their own set of spices and comes from northwest part of India. This is gonna be a little bit spicy. But if you love spices, then that's fine. Okay, then palak paneer. So this is one thing that you might love, and you even the kids are gonna love.
Okay, Palak. Palak.
uh, because so here this is like grounded spinach and so basically palak means spinach, so it's grounded spinach, and then paneer is basically the cottage cheese. So that's the combination of them two, and it's very tasty. So if you don't like palak, if I mean, I've literally seen one person from US. He was my colleague last year. So he hated spinach, he never liked spinach. But when I made him taste this recipe, he was like, "Man, I mean, why didn't this come in my life when I
Oh,
was young?"
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
He hated spinach, but then he loved the taste of that spinach when it was made into the that recipe. Because what they do is they add a lot of spices, which sort of like takes away the smell and the taste of the raw taste of
Sure.
spinach. Yeah,
Because
and
sometimes
then
spinach has that like bitter iron
yeah,
taste to it.
exactly. The bitter
Yeah,
iron, yeah, bitter, yeah, and that's
yeah,
why children don't like the spinach. So
right.
so they sort of remove that smell, and with the spices, with a lot of garlic, and maybe they add a lot of spices with that, and so it removes and then it has a very great flavor. Okay, okay, so dal makhani. So dal is basically lentils and makhani is basically butter. So literally dal makhani means lentils made with loads of butter. So it has loads of butter and loads of lentils. So loads of proteins and loads of fats and
Okay,
loads of
hold on.
spices.
Lentils with loads of butter?
Butter, yeah, they add lot of butter. So that's why it's called as makhani. Makhani means
Okay,
butter. Yeah,
okay, okay,
lots of butter, loads of butter.
okay,
Yeah, but it's very tasty. It's maybe filled with calories, lots of calories, but it's tasty. Okay,
okay.
and then the staple food of almost everyone in India is dal tadka. So it's basically
Oh,
yeah, so it's basically uh, the lentil that they have that we have the yellow lentil, that's the staple everywhere, and they cook that lentil for a long time. And then there is the tadka, basically means tadka is the seasoning that they pour on the top. Not seasoning, I would say just it's just the hot oil added with spices and maybe some onions and tomatoes and garlic and some chilies, and they that hot oil contained with spices, they just sprinkle that thing on lentil,
okay.
and then they mix it, and then it makes it very tasty. So that's also one good thing. If you're a vegetarian, and if you need proteins, then this is the one that you should eat. Because lentils had a lot of proteins. Okay,
Okay.
chana masala. Chana masala. So chana masala means basically spices. So spices, and chana is the beans. They are called as maybe I can exactly tell you then what beans are they. So they are called
Oh,
as Kabuli chana. Kabul is basically so it's part of Afghanistan, Istanbul. So they have their own sort of beans.
oh, there are chickpeas. Yeah.
Chickpea, exactly,
Yes.
chickpea. Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
they are referred to as chickpea in English, but types of chickpea, the one that is grown in India, and the one that is grown in Kabul or Afghanistan. So
Okay.
so basically they use that chickpea in the chana masala, and the one that India use it for a different recipe. Yeah, so you will love this also. So that's basically spices and that chickpea. So if you love chickpea, you'll love this.
Yeah, my
Uh,
wife loves chickpeas. Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah, then
yeah.
that's the perfect recipe for your wife. But then again, careful with the spices, because it's
Oh,
gonna be spicy. Yeah, but okay. So here's the thing with the Indian restaurants in all over the world. So if you tell them that I don't like spicy food, if you may can you make it milder, they will surely do that. So they have their
okay.
own techniques to, yeah. So they sort of reduce the spices while they're making, so it makes it milder. So you can reduce the spice.
Okay.
Now so the rajma masala. So basically, masala is spice, and rajma is red beans, kidney beans.
Hmm.
Yeah, there we go. So this is also great. And then yeah,
Look,
yeah.
it is in English, but
Yeah.
it's the only one in English. Oh no, no,
Oh,
this
oh
one is
yeah.
in English too. There,
Okay,
that's really funny. There, these
that's
are.
really
Oh,
nice.
this one is English. I did not
Yeah,
notice because I can read the Spanish too, so that's funny.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, so Rajma masala.
Yeah, the Rajma masala is the kidney beans with onion and tomato puree gravy. And okay, yeah, the butter chicken. Yeah, you must try it. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
if you're, yeah, towards right, the butter chicken. So the butter chicken is the meat form of paneer butter masala. Or I would say the paneer
Oh,
butter masala is the vegetarian form of butter chicken because butter chicken was invented first, I guess. So this is basically and again the same thing. So they cut the chicken into pieces without any like bones, as boneless chicken, and they heat that up in the oven. It's like, already marinated 24 hours ago or before, and then they take it out, and then there they start making this gravy with like onions, then tomatoes, then garlic, and they add lots of spices, and of course they add butter, a lot of butter to sort of mellow down the spices. And then there's then the chicken comes, the all the chicken heated up from the oven, fresh
wow.
chicken. Yeah, yeah.
So
And then
Indian
that
people
goes,
eat a lot of butter. That
yeah,
is
we
what
love,
I am learning.
yeah, yeah, we love butter. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So then yeah, so we
Well,
then
does butter sometimes mean yogurt, or are
uh
butter and yogurt different?
yeah,
How do
so
you
so
talk about them?
yeah, so basically, when we say butter in the any of the spicy recipes, then it's literally the butter. So the butter
Okay.
that we have, yeah. But when we say yogurt or dahi, dahi, as it was in dahi vada, so that's yogurt. So that's
Okay.
yogurt. Yeah.
Dahi means
But
yogurt.
yeah, yeah. But in butter chicken, it has to be marinated with yogurt as well. Well, before you're heating it in the oven in the tandoor. So
Okay.
it has the, yeah, it has yogurt as well as butter. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But the
Cool.
thing is that, so the way we look at butter is different. So if you go to any Indian household and ask them for a butter, so they'll ask you which butter. Then you shouldn't get confused because because we have like our own way of making the butter, which we call as loni.
Okay.
Okay, let me tell you exactly the word for that. Uh, okay, I mean it's referred to as butter only, but it's process of making. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here's how they do it. So you know the process of making yogurt from milk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after the milk, after the sorry, uh, the yogurt. So when the yogurt gets deposited, so what they do is they take a little bit of yogurt and they add that in the milk, and they start whisking that like for a long time, for maybe like for 1 hour 2 hours. And after they whisk all that, what happens is it sort of stirs it sort of mixes the bacteria from the yogurt and the lactose sugar in the milk, and so that some reaction happens and it creates a sort of a puffy a white texture. It looks like so it's very puffy white texture, and that's what we refer to as butter. So that's what we
Mm.
refer to. So that's the Indian homemade butter. Uh, and uh, the other one is like basically the butter that you get in the in the malls and the
Okay.
supermarket,
And what
which
is the name of that yogurt-based butter?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, because
Okay.
that we call it as Loni, Loni in my mother tongue. But I'm looking that in Hindi, because if I would
Oh,
search, yeah, if I would search that in my mother tongue, it probably wouldn't show, because that's.
it's not as well known of a language, maybe. Oh, look, homemade white butter,
Oh,
Loni,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
English.
yeah. Okay, no, no, no. So, search this thing. Yeah, it's famous. It's famous. It's famous. It's search
Makan?
Loni and then butter. Search that. So you'll get a word as makhan. So that's what it means. So we have the word makhan means. So that's different. I cannot share my screen, but I would have shown it to you. Okay, search. Okay, clear your search box. Search Loni and butter. Okay, can you see the white part? Yeah,
Loni
there
and
you go.
B.
That's how it looks like, and that's what exactly that they add in the butter chicken. So this is that butter that I was referring to.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Good.
Yep, there you go. So if you can compare, literally compare. Okay, it showed up a little bit late, but the right one is the Indian homemade butter, and the left one, that's yellow cube, is yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, you see yellow and I. So that's what we call loni. And these are the only two words that are known. If you go to the any other parts of India, you wouldn't get that. So that's basically just uh, northmost part of India and the state that I come from, Maharashtra. So in my state, we refer to it as Loni in my mother tongue, and in Hindi they refer to it as Makhan, and which basically means the same thing.
Okay, yeah. And here, yeah, and that's what I see. So I can find YouTube videos and how to make it. We buy milk here, um, and yogurt that is that is so delicious. So we buy it from a farmer who makes it all. So I have this yogurt from, now this is vanilla yogurt,
Yeah, yeah.
but we get this and it's very creamy yogurt made from raw milk. So we really like
Oh,
that. But
that looks good.
yeah, so maybe I can make some loni from this yogurt. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure.
you mix the cream back into the yogurt? Is that what you do, or you mix butter
Uh,
into the yogurt?
yeah, if you can open one of the recipes there, it will show you the exact recipe. But from what I remember from my childhood, what my mom used to do was, she used to so what she did was, so there used to we used to get this, we would heat up the milk, and then when you heat the milk up, it forms a malai over it. Or malai is basically just a layer of a thick layer that gets formed over milk when it's heaten. Do you know that layer? I mean, have you seen that layer?
Hmm.
So
I don't
so
know, but I will learn.
okay, okay, wait, just search malai, malai, malai in English. uh there should be a correct word for that in English. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so just consider it as a thick layer that gets formed over milk when it is heaten. So that thick layer. So what my mom used to do is, so take that layer out and keep on storing it for, let us say, for a month. And then when the it gets the whole this thing gets filled, she used to fill that layers over layers on a bowl. And then when that bowl used to get filled up with that malai, then she used to add a little bit of yogurt in that to sort of add the bacterial culture from the yogurt. And then you have the bacterial culture from the yogurt, and the top thick layered that was formed on the milk and stored over the month. So that two combinations, so lactose sugar from that layer, and the bacterial culture from the yogurt, and then sort of just continuously whisk it using electrical whisker nowadays. But in earlier days they used to whisk it using a rope, they used to cross it on a wooden pole, and then they used to whisk that. So
Oh,
so this, yeah. So whisk that continuously, keep on whisking that till all of that thick layer and the cultured bacteria from the yogurt forms a snowy textured makhan
Mm.
or loni. That's how it is.
Wow. Okay.
It's in the
So maybe they
yeah.
call that thick part of the milk maybe is called sor. It's Bengali word. Sor.
Yes, yeah. In Bengal they refer to it as sour, but
Or
we call it as
adai in
sai.
Tamil.
So in my mother tongue it's called it as sai. Yeah, yeah. There you go, sai. You
Oh,
see, sai
Sai,
in Marathi.
Saay,
Yeah,
right here.
yeah.
In
Sai in
Marathai,
Marathi.
is this your language, Marathai?
Yeah, Marathi. Yeah, yeah. That's my mother
Marathi.
tongue. Yeah,
Marathi.
yeah,
Oh, okay, I found it. Good.
yeah.
Okay, so you have to boil the milk and then that separates the sai out and then you
Yep.
take it off the top and then
Exactly.
you put that in a bowl and you save it for how long? For like a
Yeah.
month or
So
something?
you like it depends on how much of the quantity if you want because we had like we were six people in our house in my grandma, grandpa, and my mom, dad, and my brother. So what she used to do was she used to store it for she used to keep it for a month, which was enough for six of us. And if
Okay.
you're like yeah, so you can maybe store it for 15 days if you want to make it in a little quantity, and then just add that and keep on whisking it in electrical whisk, and yeah, it literally you can see that it exactly looks like a snow. It looks like a snow.
Like
Yeah.
this. Like this.
Yeah, maybe it will show up a little bit late on my screen,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, the moment I see it I'll tell you. There you go, exactly like that.
Okay.
And it's very tasty. It's very very tasty. So you can add sugar, you can add
Oh,
brown. So what I used to do was I used to so this butter is absolutely, I mean, altogether different from the butter that you get in the grocery stores. So I don't know
okay.
how do they do it and all, but this butter is, yeah, so that's what we call Indian butter or maybe makhan or loni.
Okay.
And that's exactly what's used in the your butter chicken. So that's what I'm not sure about how do they do it in the Indian hotels overseas, but if you go to any of the hotels in India, you'll get that they'll use this butter.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
yeah,
I'm going to maybe try to do this. That sounds so much fun.
yeah, and it's very healthy. It's very healthy. Yeah,
And I know a lot of international people,
yeah,
here, and some of my friends are wanting to move to India, and so they might
mhm.
really like this episode that we did tonight, um,
Oh yeah, yeah,
to learn about the Indian food because this is
yeah,
amazing. We didn't even make it through the whole
yeah,
menu,
yeah,
but
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
but I learned so much. Maybe we'll come back to this menu, um, in
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah,
another time, and yeah, this is fun. Huh.
yeah, that's fun. Yeah,
It
sure.
is really
So
fun to explore your culture and to have you share all
yep,
this with us.
yeah. So yeah, maybe in this weekend you can try the Indian food on that their
Yeah.
menu. So just make sure that you taste the butter chicken and the paneer butter masala. So these are the two ones that I'm suggesting you, and the
Okay.
other ones are also good. So yeah,
Okay, butter chicken as well. Okay. Yeah, we'll probably do a big order on maybe tomorrow or Saturday and for
yeah, and
lunch. Maybe for
yeah,
lunch.
make sure that there is no food in your stomach so that you can sort of just devour all those things. Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
because
Exactly.
I love that because sometimes when I'm eating very tasty food, I refrain myself from eating any food for let us say 4 or 5 hours, and then
Right.
yeah. Uh,
Absolutely. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I need to call it a night, but only not because I don't want to keep talking, but just because I have to wake up at
Oh yeah,
3:30
yeah.
to teach the Chinese. So
Oh
so I need to get some sleep before I have to wake up to work. But
yep,
um
yep, yep.
but we will revisit this. I think we will look some
Sure,
more
sure.
and that was so much fun to do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it made me think that maybe one of the things we should do is try to find some other people who want to share
Yeah,
about their food from their country
exactly.
who
I
are
would love
advanced
to hear
students.
from. Yeah,
And then we could have like a group conversation and they can show us. And it's kind of like a travel channel, but also advanced English practice. So
exactly.
it gives
Yeah,
everybody a chance to practice. Okay.
practice. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Akilish. And this has been our advanced English class. And of course, today we spent our time talking about um, world travel, about and
Yeah,
about and a lot about Indian food. And we did it. We kind of started because of the Thanksgiving,
yeah,
and then and how we have these international groups and we speak English while we're doing it, and it opens up the
yeah.
world. Your
Exactly.
your English opens up the world. So,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah,
Have a good night, Akilish.
yeah, yeah. You too. Yeah.
All right. See everyone next time.
See
Bye
you.
bye.
Thanks.